But welcome, first of all. I'll go through whoever we've got here. So we've got Charlie Henderson as a partner at PA Consulting, Alistair Hunter, Director at Infrastructure Advisory at Arup, Nina Bell, Managing Director for UK, Norway, Sweden, Denmark. So a fair old array there. Avis Budget Group and Zipcar. Phil Clifton from Balfour Beatty. Rachel Skinner, Vice President at ICE and Director of WSP. And I think one of the Telegraph top 50 women in engineering. Am I not meant to mention that? So please welcome our panel.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for staying to the very end. I think this is the last session of this quite outstanding event. I think it's been the best ever. And thinking in terms of the vision, reflecting over the last couple of days, some of the things I've heard, some of the things I've seen, and some of the discussions I've had with colleagues and other delegates. In terms of the future of roads and roads infrastructure, the first thing I think about is the position. Yesterday morning we heard a very, very positive statement from the Secretary of State about the future of roads, which not only set out a future around the strategic road network, but also acknowledged the importance of local road networks. So if I think about how things have changed over the last 20 years in roads, roads are no longer embarrassing. Government sees them as part of the priority for the economic development of the country. We now have funding agreed for 5 years, certainty, we have direction, we have clarity, which is all extremely positive. The second element, I think, around the vision is around the technology. So a lot has been talked about around the opportunity of technology, of autonomous vehicles, of flying vehicles, of all sorts of things. I think sometimes we tend to get a bit carried away about the opportunities of technology, and I think we also need to have a dose of reality, because we've all got cars and we're not going to give them away tomorrow. Many of us love driving cars, so we'll continue to want to drive cars. So I see a very slow evolution to connected autonomous vehicles than rather the revolution that many are perhaps talking about. Associated with that is the complexity. This whole business is becoming really, really complex. It's not just about building and maintaining infrastructure. It's about engineering, it's about electronics, it's about capability, it's about data. It's bloody hard now, and it's going to get harder. And then the final thing is around some of the problems and the complexities that we see on the horizon. First of all, we've got continued congestion and increasing congestion, which will make the short-term demands to do things very much focused on addressing that. So things like building stuff is only going to cause increased congestion. So there's a bit of how do we build stuff and yet reduce congestion at the same time. We also have a small event happening sometime next year, perhaps the year after, called Brexit. This is potentially going to have a number of impacts on the way we use our roads, the level of road use, and the direction of travel. Unfortunately, I don't think any of us have the answer on that at the moment. So the vision that I paint is one around, it's good, roads are now higher priority than ever before, there's funding certainty, and there's a clear vision and direction. Secondly, around the opportunity of technology, but let's have a dose of reality. And thirdly, some of the practical challenges of delivering that. Okay, thank you.